We're actually going to do this. We're actually going to talk about this. Yeah, that's right. This is a topic that keeps coming up time and time again. Maybe it's about time that we dealt with it on harcuscg TV. That's right, I'm talking about the GOAT. Young people on the internet.
It's a porn podcast, but they interview the porn star after the scene when they still have it on their face.
Now, straight off the bat, I have to tell you that I don't want to come across as some old guy like this.
Get the hell out of my yard! Hey, JT, let me have this house. JT let you have my house. Yes. My shed. I want it. You're trespassing on my property. You didn't win shit in my yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
But at the same time, I don't want to come across like a kid like this.
I want to watch my show! No!
So where do I sit in the middle of all of this? What people have to understand is that football is a very, very old game. So, with it being so old, I mean, it came from this. Okay, maybe not.
Shut up, fat ass.
But the problem is that everybody thinks that everything that they see is the fastest, the best, the newest, everything. Faster, sleeker, smarter, better, quicker. You're nothing new, by the way. But that's right, I'm just an angry old guy, right? The best bit is, you'll be old too. And you'll be telling your children that there used to be this guy called Messi. There used to be this guy called Haaland. There was a guy called Mbappe. He was great. Your kids will be like, oh, but you should have seen Mbappe. He was so fast. And then there was Messi and Ronaldo. Your grandchildren will be like, okay, Granddad. Hold on while I put my hover boots on and go and get a pint of milk from the moon. I'll be back in 2. The reality is that football can never ever have one set best player. You cannot have a GOAT. Why? For those older people in the audience, that's greatest of all time. The only millennial I can get down with is the Millennial Falcon.
Watch this.
Watch what?
I know, that makes me old. Well, the reason you can't have a GOAT is because the parameters are different and they are constantly changing. The football that I saw when I was younger has changed. The football that my granddad saw...
Better get out your old army uniform.
Yes, with 108 angry countries, there's bound to be trouble.
Right? In reality, we have to look at this subjectively. You cannot have a greatest of all time because things change. In the olden days, we had different rules, different boots, different strips, different pitches, different grass, different lengths of grass, different speed of game, no GPS tracking, no VAR, no offside rule, a different offside rule, no pass back, different pass back rules. The list is endless. Things constantly change. When I was younger, no one could beat Pele. But I also like Eusebio. What about Di Stefano? What about Socrates? Who's forgetting about Maradona? Baggio, Ronaldinho, Figo, other Ronaldo. Okay, not other Ronaldo. Yes, other Ronaldo. Francesco Totti, Bobby Charlton, Jackie Charlton, Willie Groves, Colin Bell, Pat Stanton, Johan Cruyff, Zinedine Zidane, Franz Beckenbauer, Ruud Gullit, Paolo Maldini, Marco van Basten, Lev Chassin, Rivellino, Giravacci, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Paolo Rossi, Franco Baresi, Iniesta, George Weah, Yaya Toure, Shevchenko, Giuseppe Meazza, Luka Modric, Hugo Sanchez, Eric Cantona, Thierry Henry, Puskás, Sandor Conceição. What about Platini, Dixie Dean, Henrik Larsson, Danny McGrain, Kenny Dalglish, Billy McNeil, Dennis Law, John Robertson at Hearts. Okay, not John Robertson at Hearts. Except for all Hearts players. They're all sh**. What even makes you a GOAT in the first place? Don't talk to me about flex and drip. If you're trying to say there is a greatest of all time, that's simply not a way to look at football. Because in football, it's the same as in life. The rules change, the guidelines change, the parameters change. Therefore, you can never have the same experiment running side by side, along beside each other. So what if you had David Beckham up against George Best, up against Pele? Who would win? Well, it depends on the surface, right? It depends on the kit. It depends on the ball. It depends on their boots. Different training, different sports science, different nutrition, different studs, different goals, different formations, different positions, different numbers, different tactics. I actually wrote my thesis on this. Do you get where I'm going? You can never truly say that one player is better than the other. But Ronaldo scored more goals. Yeah, okay, so Ronaldo scored more goals. But Ronaldo scored more goals against different opponents, against different teams in a different time frame through different rules. So what about Messi and Ronaldo? They're at the same time. Did Messi get the same opportunities as Ronaldo? Does Ronaldo have the same chances as Messi? No. Were they playing the same team at the same time? No, they weren't. You cannot compare the two. I guess at the end of the day, my conclusion of this is really, why do we always have to have this or this? Why? Why can we not just agree and enjoy all of the players that we've seen? Now, it's all subjective, of course, but for me, one of the best football players I've ever seen in my life was Frank Sosie, Johan Cruyff, Diego Maradona, Paul Gascoigne, Paul McStay, Gary Lineker. Do you get my point? You could keep going and going and going and going. Each one has their own merits, but I would never say that Laudrup is better than Paul Gascoigne, even though both of them played in the same team at the same time. The point is, I can respect and appreciate both of them as great players. As a side note to this also, what really does annoy me when people start talking about the GOAT is not because they think that their opinion is better than someone, not because you're ignoring the talent of another player over another player and you're thinking binary, yes, no, up, down, left, right, get the idea. What really annoys me from this is that you have people arguing and disrespecting another great footballer purely because you're supporting the footballer that you like. That means that you cannot appreciate more than one footballer. It's okay to like more than one thing.
Sophie, who do you like best, Daddy or Chips?
Who doesn't love Eusebio? I could fill this video full of brilliant footballers, you know that, right? In conclusion, what I'm saying is there is no such thing as the GOAT. There can't be a GOAT for several reasons. Living in a different time zone, in a different country, in a different temperature, in a different... You get the point, I've done this before. So the next time somebody says, I like Messi, he's the GOAT, I think you're just a sheep. This is harcuscg TV, and if you like what we do, remember to click that subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.